Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 19 of the My Son the Traitor series with WCW. Now, today's episode, it is the Go Home show. I'm pretty much continuing on from where I left it last episode as well, so let's just advance. This episode is going to be in the tri-state region. I think it technically will be is it our first time in the tri-state? Obviously, the popularity is a little bit lower for this region, so I'm not sure if we've actually been here or not. One thing I did notice on the last episode was there was a little bit of a grey flickering right here. So I've tried to sort that out, and hopefully it looks a little bit better. It was only when it went to like sort of like a black background behind me. So I'm still tweaking it, still trying to make it look good, and we're working towards. I personally love the green screen. I think it looks way better than me just being up in the top right hand corner with obviously you looking at carpet and a mirror essentially of what's behind me. But yeah. Anyway, Jim Ross divorced. Jeff Jarrett is now in the game. He's now re-available. As a result of that, it's just been signed by NWA Florida. However, we're going to offer an exclusive written contract. I think we will make it for 10 years, to be honest. That's going to put him at 44 years old. Honestly, I think he's worth it regardless. Going to want 44,600, which is perfectly fine. It's literally not even a concern of ours anymore. We make so much money. We almost made 2 million profit last month. So better offer comes his way. Who's got the rival offer? It's just a handshake deal. Too easy. It's with that Australian company as well. I should probably look into that a little bit more. I did say that in one of the previous episodes. Stevie Ray has become the booker of that company. World Wrestling All-Stars. I've got a feeling that they're probably going to go out of business. How do we have an exclusive written contract with him? Then he's also got a written contract. How does that work? I honestly don't know. Is that because it was already in place? It's pretty much like a WCW light, really. There's a few like WCW names in there. Conan, obviously our Psychosis that we signed. UV's in there. Stevie Ray. I mean, Tatanka. They got Janetti. They got Borash as well, which I find pretty funny considering he eventually signs with TNA in the future as well. Anyway, let's advance. We'll get into Nitro. Of course, we already booked. We booked an angle at the end of last episode, which is going to be our main event. Oh, I love that. PCO passing on tips on using psychology to his protege, Kevin Steen. Love that. So good. Alrighty. I said the tri-state, so let's make it the tri-state. 9,300 expected. Again, I don't really know the venues here, so I'll have to go through and just see what we find. We've got the Erie Civic Center, Pennsylvania. I did want it to be in New York. And all these ones are Pennsylvania. We've got the Hammerstein Ballroom, 3,500 capacity. What was that one? Buffalo, New York, the HSBC Arena, 18,500 capacity. It's a little too big. Obviously, Madison Square Garden has got a 70% importance, and it's a hotbed with a 20,000 capacity. I'd love to run in there. We might actually run in there for a pay-per-view. I think that'd be a pretty cool little thing to do. I'm thinking we might do the Pepsi Arena. It's a higher capacity than what we're going to essentially get in through the door. But it's pretty much the only one that's actually in New York. I know it's Albany, but that's going to at least take the amount of fans that we can bring to it. Essentially, I know we're missing out on about 4,000 capacity, but it is what it is. Anyway, we are going to have Booker T in the main event, so hopefully that'll draw us a little bit more. So it was going to be Booker, DDP, and Rob Van Dam. And they were taking on the team of, I believe it was Canyon. Where is he? Kurt Hennig and Vader. So I'll give that 16 minutes. It's going to be a big match. Who wins? That's the interesting one. Who do we actually make the winner here? I'm thinking Rob Van Dam. I think we're going to go Rob wins, Vader loses. So Rob's going to pin Vader. And then, yeah, that works. This is all going to work out. So Rob wins, Vader loses. I am going to keep Canyon strong, because I don't want Kane to lose any type of popularity. I believe we can call it as well. Yeah, 75 psychology, that's more than enough for everyone. I think Canyon's got decent psychology as well. 71. So it's going to be decisive. It's all going to be clean, because obviously it's the face team winning. And then we'll have a bit of a face-off after the show to lead us into the pay-per-view. Between Canyon and Booker T. Very nice. So that'll finish it. Finishing on a strong match too. Before the match, what do we do before the match? I might just do RVD and Chavo. Give the boys some promo time. Build their storyline up a little bit further. And it should at least be above a 70, I feel like. So I'm happy with that. That's a big main event. We haven't done a big main event involving sort of, I know RVD and Vader, probably mid-carders to upper mid-carders at this point. The other four, they're all main eventers, so very happy with that. All right, what are we doing up next? We need to have a super crazy match. Where is he? Super crazy. With his 41 popularity in the tri-state region, if I can click on his name 5 times. And he is going to be taking on a pretty decent opponent. I need to find that decent opponent, though. I could do Awesome, but Awesome's at... He's at 51 in the tri-state, so it can't really be him. PCO's actually lost 2 points of popularity. I feel like he was at 20s. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think he was at 20s. I'm just looking through there, and I couldn't actually see anyone that I actually wanted him to verse. I mean, he can take on Malice. Malice, the only one with 35 and above popularity. That's concerning in this region. Got Big Vito. I feel like Big Vito would I should probably bring him in purely for the fact that he could be in the Fully Blooded Italians as well. He was essentially a part of them in the WWF. Yeah, I'm He is Johnny the Bull's tag team partner as well. Don't really want to bring him in and waste his popularity right now, so we'll do Malice. We'll do Malice, I guess. All right. Don't want to talk to him. I want to hire him. How do I hire him? Negotiate. We'll just pay that. Heal, yes. All right, cool. All right, Super Crazy versus Malice. It is what it is. I wanted to try and do someone better, but the only person that Super Crazy could actually beat would be Chavo, and I don't want to do that. I could maybe do D-Lo. Let's do that instead. D-Lo versus Super Crazy. And Super Crazy is going to pull off an upset victory in an attempt to get him up to recognizable. I'm assuming we can actually call this match. And pretty good match. I might even go steal the show. We're giving it 8 minutes. I think we can definitely do that. With that being said, I'll go a Chaz D-Lo. Let's have a full promo. So it'd be Super Crazy, Psychosis, and Jimmy and Kaz Hayashi. So I'm only going to have these boys talk, whereas everybody will get a little bit of success out of this as well. But Lowdown will be our talkers for this angle. Don't really know if I want it there either. We might put some other matches ahead of it. Question. Okay. I was going to say, I thought Malice could maybe have been considered important, which would have then led to me giving someone else a victory over him. Let's do this. We're going to do a one-on-one match. This was our other match that we booked on last episode. Johnny the Bull taking on, where is he? Tracy Smothers, right down the bottom. Give that one 6. Obviously, Johnny's going to get the win. Bit of a not really a warm-up match, but like a match where Guido's essentially trying to do some damage to Johnny prior to their match at the main event, at the pay-per-view, sorry. That'll be good. Let's have a Johnny angle onto Tracy. Actually, Tracy can be on screen. Guido can be off screen because he won't be outside yet. Whereas Tracy will already be at the ring as Johnny's coming down. So I'll do that one pre-match, and then post-match we're just literally gonna have a beatdown. Guido, Tracy onto Johnny the Bull. Jack a bit of entertainment there for those two. Bit of success in there as well. I think it's just a beat down Johnny the Bull post match. Sort of like a little go-to angle. Lovely. All right. What else have we got? We need something for Chavo to do. I want to give Chavo a victory. Chavo versus Psychosis. Very simple, very easy. Kind of makes sense. Both good. Actually, this can be the high spots match as well. We'll give it 8 for the high spots. I've essentially given them the angle there to get themselves over. What I'll do, I guess I'll go Diamond Dallas Page then onto Sean Stasiak. Actually, you know what? Let's do a double on screen again. That actually worked really well last time. So we'll do that pre the high spots match. We need some tag team action. Let's go like this. Let's have Team Canada 2 take on Gold Bond. I feel like we've already done this match, but anyway. Give PCO the win. Not really fussed who loses that one, that's fine. Even make that storytelling, to be honest. Oh. I'll make that the Wild Brawl. Actually, do we even need a Wild Brawl match? Let me have a look. We got Steal the Show. I'll make that storytelling. Okay, so we need a Wild Brawl. We don't need a Steal the Show. We don't need a high spots match, essentially. So I'll make that regular again. Just in case it bombs as a result. Perfect. Then what I'll do is we'll have a Lance Storm angle onto Rob Van Dam as well. Again, sort of just blending storylines together at this point. We'll have Robbie off screen. I think we'll have him mention Chavo as well. So after Chavo, whatever happens in the Chavo match, Lance wants the wants an opportunity for the United States title. That's perfectly fine. I might even have a. We do like I might be overusing too much. How's Kevin Steen's? Yeah, he's got good entertainment skills, so we might do. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, disregard. I was thinking of doing something, but we won't do that. So that's all done. Buff essentially said that Buff was going to be taken on Sean O'Hare. So what we'll do here is I'll add Sean O'Hare into this storyline here, even if it's only for this week and for the pay-per-view. It's perfectly fine. Maybe we continue with Sean O'Hare instead of Super Crazy, and we use Super Crazy again down the line with Buff. Potentially. So what I'll do is I'll give Sean O'Hare a match. Sean O'Hare versus, maybe we have him versus Malice, although I'd like to try and take that popularity away from Malice. I mean, Chaz would be a good option of getting that popularity away from him. Yeah, because everybody else doesn't really need it. So, I might do that match anyway. I know it's going to be considered unimportant by the fans, but I think Chaz versus Malice would be good. What was I doing with this one? I'm going to do Sean O'Hare. He can take on Sanders. They have poor chemistry. Disregard it. Won't be Sanders. It'll be Jamie Noble. We haven't used Jamie in a while. Sean will get the win. We'll have a botched interference onto Sean. Actually, onto Jamie, sorry, by Buff. Cool. And then after that, we'll have Sean O'Hare and Buff having a promo together, just by themselves. No Chuck Palumbo. He's going to be on the shelf for a little while. So there we go. That'll be post match. What else? What else can we chuck on the show here? That's done. That's done. Haven't done any cruiserweight stuff. I did say I was going to do a tag team match with the cruiserweights. So let's have 3 count taken on the team of Shane Helms and AJ Styles. Might even give AJ Styles the win onto Evan Courageous. I like it. So we're pretty high for matches. I might have to lower a little bit. I'll lower 2 off that. We're looking at... Oh, we need a wild brawl. I was going to do this match. Well, I'll make that the wild brawl. And then I'll make this our storytelling. Yep. Cool. That works. All right. So we need another angle. We need another angle regardless, which will be to start the show. So let's have Dustin and Shane rock the double entertainment. And we're going to have Dustin Rhodes, Tax, Shane McMahon in his office to start the show. Simple and easy. Essentially, Dustin taking Shane out for the rest of the show. And still just advancing their storyline together. Where was our high spots? It was all the way here. That's perfectly fine. I like that. We're still going to be penalized. Gotta love loud cars going past. We've got another 2 minutes, so maybe I'll just make this angle 8. Don't know why I scripted him. Anyway. Would not be penalized. There we go. We are ready to go. Right. Alright, tag team stuff. Let's go. We've got Stasiak in an angle, so we'll give him a pre-show match anyway. Need more face tag teams. I didn't actually do anything with Chaz. I'll give him a match on the pre-show, a singles match. They can take on the team of American Dragon and Brian Kendrick. See Stasiak getting the win. We'll go another one. Let's have... let's go with this. So Team Canada 3 taking on Billy Kidman and Hugh Morris. Maybe not Hugh Morris. Yeah, Billy Kidman, Samoa Joe. There we go. Perfect. 12 minutes on the pre-show. We will give Steen the win. I'll make Joe the loser. Not Lance, Joe. Open script decisive on the pre-show. And we will go that last match as well. I'd like to have it on the actual card though. Do I just go instead of D'Lo? This works because it's sort of like I know it's face versus face, but it's the tag team title storyline. And it's going to lose D'Lo a little bit of popularity, but it's also going to hopefully get... Yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do it that way. Yeah, we'll leave that one. Oh, it's tough, because I need one more match, but I can't really cut anything out. There's lots of singles matches on this card. That's fine. We'll do it on the pre-show. It is what it is. Chaz taking on Malice. Pre-show. 12 minutes. Done. Chaz with a win. Cool. Alright, that'll do. We would not be penalised, so let's run the show. Alright, we start off with a 43 rated pre-show match. Chaz defeating Malice in 12:03 by pinfall with a burning hammer. He's going through personal issues, so we probably shouldn't use him. There we go. Using his badass gimmick. Got an initial rating of very good. Frustrating. We then go into our second pre-show match, getting a 68 rating here. Team Canada defeating Billy Kidman and Samoa Joe in 12:15. When Steen pinned Samoa Joe with a 450 splash. And the final pre-show match, a 56, we have Jindrak and Stasiak defeating American Dragon and Brian Kendrick in just under 12. When Sean Stasiak pinned American Dragon with a fisherman's suplex, Kendrick off his game. Alright, we then kick off the Nitro show with Dustin Rhodes attacking Shane McMahon in his office. And he essentially leaves Shane McMahon down and out, face down in his office. You know what? He slams him through his desk, and the desk snaps in half. And Shane's there, face down. And yeah, doesn't look like he's going to be getting up for the rest of the show. Gets us an 82 rating to kick us off. Dustin Rhodes, underwhelming. Still a good rating though, very good rating. We then go into a 60 rated tag team match where we have Shane Helms and AJ Styles defeating 3 count in 5:59 when AJ pinned Evan Courageous with a spiral tap. And yeah, big win there. Obviously, Shane Helms picking up a tag team partner in AJ Styles, defeating 3 count. And of course, he'll be taking on Shannon Moore at the pay-per-view for the World Cruiserweight title. We then go straight into another match here, getting us a 58 rating. We have Sean O'Haire defeating JB Noble in 5:55 by pinfall with a senton bomb. And then during the match, Buff Bagwell accidentally hitting Jamie Noble, essentially costing Noble the match. Looked like he was trying to hit Sean O'Haire with a steel chair. Hits Noble instead. And yeah, Sean O'Haire's laughing as he picks up the 1-2-3. Which leads into an angle. Of course, O'Haire's laughing, Bagwell's pissed off. Bagwell looks like he's going to chase him. Sean O'Haire outsmarts him, looks smarter, looks bigger and buffer. And yeah, as per usual, Buff, thinking he's the stuff, is very frustrated. Good rating though, 68. We then go into a 76 rated angle, Lance Storm by himself, picking up a much better rating than the Team Canada promos together. And we have Lance Storm cutting a promo onto Rob Van Dam, saying that he beat him last week. Doesn't really talk about the interference and all the distractions and interruptions during the main event. It says he has a victory over the United States champion. And he says that he needs to represent his country once he's finished dealing with Chavo Guerrero. And he needs to defend that title as Lance Storm wants to reign supreme over the United States. Really good angle. We'll then go into Team Canada action, tag team match, getting us a 57 rating there, where we have Team Canada 2, PCO, Mike Awesome, defeating Gold Bond Mafia in 607, and PCO pinned CM Punk with a senton bomb. Mike Awesome carrying the match with a 61. Obviously, he's got that increased popularity in the tri-state region as well, so he's going to be a little bit better in the tri-state, similar to like Super Crazy, Rob Van Dam as well. They've all got like 10 points extra in the tri-state region as a result of ECW. So, yeah, good stuff there. Good rating, good match. We move on to a 71 rated promo this time between Diamond Dallas Page, of course, old school versus new school. Stasiak had his match from the pre-show, but he is involved in the promo here. Both rated on entertainment, and it's a pretty good rating. You know, DDP really helping like Stasiak's promos to get up there. And very happy with it. Ebler helping Stasiak during the segment as well. We then go into our high spots match, getting us a 64 rating, where we have Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeating Psychosis in 734 by pinfall with a brainbuster. Big win there for Chavo leading into the pay-per-view, where he will face RVD for that United States title. We then go to a 47 rated angle where Johnny the Bull comes out, Tracy Smothers already in the ring, and Johnny cuts a promo, essentially, you know, giving it the big one, saying that he's going to beat Guido at the pay-per-view, and there's pretty much nothing Tracy can do about it. And then the match between them does pretty well. We get a 49 rated match here. Johnny the Bull really is starting to step up. He's stepping up. He finally became recognizable by the fans, which in its own right is going to, you know, essentially allow him to start to flourish in the mid card. And he defeats Tracy Smothers in 546 by pinfall with a diving leg drop. Then during the match, we also had Little Guido run in and attack Johnny the Bull. Yeah, Guido getting involved. Johnny still pulling off the win, which obviously frustrates Guido even more. Go into a follow-up angle here, getting a 47 rating. We have Guido and Smothers, and they just basically beat down Johnny the Bull post-match, trying to leave him battered and bruised going into that pay-per-view match with Guido. All right, we then go into a 45 rated angle where we have our 3 tag team competitors for the World Tag Team titles. We've got Lowdown, we've got Anguish, and we've got Young Dragons. It's just going to be a really good match. I was thinking about doing a triple threat ladder match for it, but I think we'll just keep it as like an elimination type match. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. It's not a great angle, but everybody here has really low popularity, so it is what it is. All right, we then go into a 57 rated match where we have a big upset victory. We have Super Crazy defeating D'Lo Brown in 543 by pinfall with a moonsault. Super Crazy wins in New York in the tri-state region. And yeah, apparently D'Lo and Super Crazy don't click and made for an awkward bout, which is interesting because it's still got a 57. That's still a really good, you know, match rating with the negative chemistry. It sort of just goes to show how good these guys actually are. And hopefully that'll boost Super Crazy up to being recognizable. All right, we then go into the pre-main event angle, getting us a 71 here. Essentially just a war of words. Rob Van Dam backstage. Chavo comes over, wishes him luck. Essentially says that he's going to go out there and choke in the main event. And yeah, Rob says he's Mr. Monday Night. There's no chance he's going to choke. He will win the match. And he basically says he's going to beat Chavo at the pay-per-view as well. The main event getting us an 84 rating. Probably one of the best matches we've ever done, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the best match we've ever done. It might be equal. I think we've had another 84 before as well. This big 6-man tag main event on the Go Home show, we've got Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page, and Rob Van Dam defeating Canyon, Kurt Hennig, and Vader in 1540 when RVD pinned Vader with a frog splash. Groundswell of support. Amazing form there for Rob Van Dam as well. Very good match. Very good. 1 point away from the blue-rated match. 1 point. Anyway, we move on to the post-main event angle. Booker T and Canyon getting face-to-face in the middle of the ring. Booker T raises the world title above essentially above Canyon. And Canyon's looking as sort of sinister and dark and evil as he ever has. And he's essentially just like staring up at the world title. And then his eyes are coming back down and focusing on Booker T's. And he's looking back at the title, looking back at Booker T. And yeah, we get a 97 rated angle there. So very, very solid way to finish off. Canyon did struggle when going off script. So he struggled a little bit. It might have been even better, potentially. But that's a really good way to finish off the go-home show. This has to be a really, really good show rating. I know there was a few like 40 plus, 45 rated matches and angles in there, but I'm thinking that this one's got to be good. Yes, there we go. 84 rated go-home Nitro for Fall Brawl. 14 regions increasing in popularity as well. So close to that 85, that blue rated show, which I love to see. We're just not there. This part right here, the 47, 49, 47, 45. Oh, it's probably just dragged us down. I know it only equates for like a small amount of the overall rating. Most of it coming from the main event match and the main event angle, stuff like that. Oh, it's so close though. It's a very, very good show rating though. Very good indeed. And there is the go home show. Next episode, Fall Brawl. Let's have a look at Raw. I was going to say, we might have actually beaten Raw is War this week, but they get an 87 and a 99 rated main event match. The Rock defeating William Regal. They also had a 97 with The Undertaker defeating Chris Benoit, and a 97 rated tag team match with Kurt Angle and Big Show defeating Kane and Eddie Guerrero. So, some absolutely incredible matches there. The what I assume is the go-home show potentially for the WWF there as well. Anyway, that's all good. How far away is Rey Mysterio? 27 days away from Rey Mysterio coming in. And you can bet your backside Rey Mysterio versus Chavo Guerrero is going to be happening. That in itself is an incredible storyline waiting to happen. I cannot wait. Let's see what we got. We've got a 1.16 again. Slightly up on viewers, about 3,000 extra, which is nice. We'll check the size here as well. We have actually gone up. We're up to 73 across all those other regions. Still 77 in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic. Canada's looking pretty good now as well. We're up to 48 in Ontario. We've got a 47 in British Columbia, 47 Alberta, 46 Quebec, and a 45 in Manitoba as well. All the rest are obviously a bit more of a slower burn because we don't currently have TV deals for those. We only have the pay-per-view, the event carriers, and some of them essentially will not negotiate with us once the deal expires. So that's got 7 months. That's also got 7 months. We can renegotiate with these ones in Puerto Rico, Canada as well. We still pass requirements for them, which is good. And we still can get this direct TV pay-per-view carrier as well. Need to try and get some TV coverage for Nitro in those other countries and regions. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I will quickly check Super Crazy. He's still unimportant to the fans. I'm thinking that it's got to be his gimmick. He's not really gaining popularity at a like a decent level. I know he's gone up from 25 to 33 now. Been a bit of a slow burn, but it's just tough. I almost want to give him a new gimmick, but we won't. That's sort of holding us back from me doing storylines that I would like to do, which would be splitting Anguish up and having bad Psychosis, turn his back onto Super Crazy. But anyway, it'll be here in the future. Up next episode, Fall Brawl, big pay-per-view, where we will culminate in all these storylines. Essentially going through, of course, we got the big match here from Dream to Nightmare as well, which I'm looking forward to. And yeah, apart from that, drop a like on the video if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well. Turn the notification bell on. You'll be notified when these come out in the future. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.